Welcome back to the Kudlow Report. I'm Seema Modi at the Kudlow Tweet Desk. Of course, the big topic of discussion on Twitter. What would you ask our candidates tonight? We have a couple of specific viewers tweeting us. Jeff Goldstein tweeting, what are the Obama administration's top economic growth initiatives and how much dough will it cost the American taxpayer? And also, we have a celebrity tweeting you, Larry, Lady Gaga. This is the time we should all be using to debate each other and inform ourselves no matter what our differences. This is an important election. So a lot of celebrities out there using this time to tweet how important and how high the stakes are around this election.
Well, Seema, I love the Lady Gaga. I think that's great. I think she's right. This is an important time, and maybe she'll come on our show sometime and debate me. I'd love to have it. Seema Modi, thanks very much. Now, could a third-party candidate play spoiler this November? Today's Rasmussen poll shows Romney leading Obama 49-47 nationally, but there's a 2% margin that says they support some other candidate. Now, that other candidate could be former New Mexico governor and the Libertarian Party's presidential nominee, Gary Johnson, or not. He believes he should be on the debate stage tonight. He's probably right. Gary Johnson, Governor Johnson, first of all, you're ahead of 2%. You're saying other polls have you higher. Let's just get the facts out.
No, where my name is included as high as 6%. So that's when my name is included.
Which poll would that be?
Well, PPP, for example. A lot of polls are out. A recent poll in Ohio has me at 11%. That may be an aberration.
In the state of Ohio?
In the state of Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you're up now. The question, tell me if I got this right. The elders of the debate rules say you have to have 15% in the national polls, and therefore you don't qualify. Is that their argument? And if it is, what do you think of it?
No, they're really not presenting an argument. The Presidential Debate Commission, made up of Republicans and Democrats, they have no desire whatsoever to see a third party on stage. And if I were on stage, I'd be talking about balancing the federal budget now. I would be talking about eliminating corporate tax, income tax, abolishing the IRS. If that doesn't give us pro-growth, I don't know what will. Zero corporate tax, tens of millions of jobs get created in a zero corporate tax rate environment.
Well, not surprisingly, I have to agree with you. We should not be taxing capital the way we tax capital. But I just want to come back to the other issue. I mean, personally, I'd like to see you up on the stage. I think you'd enliven the debate. But years ago, Ross Perot, twice, if I'm not mistaken, in 92 and 96, was on the stage. Why'd they let Perot on the stage and keeping you off the stage?
I think the Presidential Debate Commission was established after Perot to actually prevent a Perot from ever being on stage again. So big differences between the two of them last debate. They're debating on who's going to spend more money on Medicare. We have to slash Medicare spending. Medicare is a benefit that you and I are paying $30 into and getting a $100 benefit. By extension, we're paying in $30,000 and getting $100,000 benefit. Look, that's unsustainable. So is military spending. So is Medicaid. These are the issues that need to be taken on.
Mitt Romney purports to be the free enterprise, free market candidate. What's your biggest disagreement with Governor Romney?
Well, that he says that balancing the budget is important, but we should increase the spending for the military and we should hold Medicare intact. Larry, I finished the second grade, and there was a mathematics equivalence that went along with that.
What would you do to Medicare? Just briefly, what would you do to Medicare? You'd slash Medicare spending.
I would devolve Medicare spending and Medicaid spending to the states, 43% less than what we're currently spending. As governor of New Mexico, I oversaw the reform of Medicaid in New Mexico. I believe at that time, in my heart of hearts, if the federal government would have block granted the state of New Mexico 43% less money, done away with all the strings and the mandates, that I could have effectively overseen the delivery of health care to the poor. Same thing for Medicare.
Would you link the dollar to gold?
If given the opportunity, I would sign legislation that would create competing currency. As you know, very complex topic, but you would leave that to a competing currency formula. Reagan established that commission, of course. It was made up of Greenspan.
Actually, it's in the party platform. We may see another gold commission. I'd like to see it. Anyway, Governor Gary Johnson,
Larry,
thank you very much
for having me.
I'm sorry, they're keeping you off the stage. Truly, I think you liven it up. Anyway, up next, what makes the mainstream media think that Romney is going to do any better tonight than he did last time, or Obama's going to do any better tonight? That's what I really meant. Anyway, doesn't hope and change trump poor experience, or is the mainstream media rooting for Obama? In other words, who says he's going to have this great comeback? I don't see what the evidence is. And on the other side of the break, we're going to find out how hard he's been training for this.